Straight from the meditation, straight from the dome, the creation, vibrations, and the frequency. G-Terra, you're representing, would like to say big up and blessed to everybody. Big up all my subscribers, all YouTubers, shout out to you, yeah. Much love and respect to everybody, no matter where you at. Big up, one love, and universal vibrations of respect and love, you know, message toward each and every individual out there, you know. We're all people on this earth, you know, good or bad, you know, people, we start as babies. Everyone starts as a child. Once a man, twice a child, right? That's what they say. The truth is, everyone starts as a tiny tot. So people are taught to not care along the way. Some people are taught to care too much about what others think along the way. Here are some things that I came across today in a meditative, well, I've been meditating since this morning. I got up and I just didn't want to run around too much and just run. You know, you get up and you just take off. You going to do everything. You starting to get up, you do everything. But you don't take care of this. A lot of people get up and they don't take care of the mind. They forget they have a mind to take care of and a brain within the head that you got to consider. Are you putting pressure on that brain by chasing the world around you? Let me take my time, let some people get in. I know I got some serious fans around there. Big up to Charlie Pin, Rainy, and Lorraine, Jojo, anybody that's out there right now. I'm pretty sure one of them about to join my live soon if they see me. If they're up and not too busy today. But people don't care about you as much as you think. This is a fact I've grown to know, and over time I've realized that it's very real. People don't care about you as much as you think. They don't care about the situation as much as you think. People are more interested in whatever progress you're making and trying to achieve that progress for themselves. That's where people's hearts are at the root, is getting the best out of every situation. So if something's happening for you and it's the best situation and it looks like this is the best thing happening, that's what they want. They don't necessarily care about the fact that you're doing something or you're achieving something in life. They only care about the fact that it could benefit them, or what could they get from it or learn from it or take from it to use. Because human beings are naturally built like that. On a mental level, they build off of what's there to benefit, and they benefit by knowledge or using the information, right? So today I wanted to touch on this topic to, you know, spark some people's interest and their minds, to let them think and also realize that certain things are not that important as you make it out to be. It's not that important for you to try to be in somebody else's position. It's not that important. You're already in a position. You're already yourself. It's a part of happiness. It's a part of freedom. It's a part of being you or being free, is to not care too much about what everybody thinks about your actions or your path or your ideas. It's your ideas. You have to care about them. You should be the one to care about them. You should be the one to implement and facilitate your ideas to become a manifestation of your reality. If it's something good that you wish to achieve and give to the world, these are the things that you think on before you worry about the rest of the world and how they perceive you or their perception of you or what they think of you or what you're doing. You have to think thoroughly first for yourself about what you're doing, if it's good, and why you're doing it, and your purpose. And that's the real deal behind everything. It's not about, oh, if the people gonna like it or not. You think when somebody invented a light bulb, they question if everybody's gonna like it? Not everybody's gonna like the light bulb, but it gives you a light. And if they're in the dark, they're gonna need that light bulb to see what they're doing, regardless if they like it or not. So this is how you use the mind to overcome all these other stereotypes on people's feelings and all their emotions. So, you know, people, we have to be wise, we have to be strong, and just do the right things, and then try to overcome the mental trap. One of life's traps is considering what others think about you. Obviously, it does matter to a point. We interact with others. We want to work with them. We want to have friendships. We want respect. It's a balance. But the trap is taking the balance too far to the consideration side and thinking that others care about us. The reality is that most people don't spend much, if any, time thinking about you. That's the reality. We all have our own lives to consider. How much time do you spend thinking about your best friend? Maybe 10 minutes each day at the most? That's not that much time, and it's probably the same amount of time that the person spends each day thinking about you. The trap in this thinking about what others will think when you're making decisions. Maybe when you want to buy a car, for example, you think that your friends would be impressed if you buy a new car, but really they might see it once like, and then move on with their own lives. Now you're stuck with a car that you maybe like and don't really want to pay for. See, that's the thing, people. You do things to make yourself happy, fulfill yourself. Don't worry about what people think. What people think doesn't really matter to your health and your thinking and your life and your overall happiness. That's just an illusion. Don't buy into that crap, all right? Just because you got some friends around you laughing and skinning and grinning doesn't mean that you need to impress them or do something to impress them every day. You have a life. You have more important things to do. Bigger fish to fry. Pay attention. Maybe you want to have a nice apartment because you want to impress your family. The reality is that your family doesn't really care where you live. They don't care if you have roommates so you can save money. They have their own worries going on. They don't think about you and your apartment that much, if at all. The takeaway from this is to focus on yourself. Think about the things that matter the most to you, that make you happy. Your decision based on yourself and perhaps those that are closest to you, like your spouse and children. It's okay that people don't care about you. It's normal. It also frees you up to make decisions for proper reasons. The ones that matter the most to you, doing so leads to a lot less disappointment. Well, this is touching on the main topic now that I came about. This is what I really want to talk about, is the lack of empathy within this world. Now, I had to start with this to get, this is how we start out this journey as far as the knowledge that we're dealing with here. Did you enjoy this article? Yeah, I did. It was a good article. Anyhow, let me touch this topic. Like I said, people don't care about you as much as you think, but the real truth is the lack of empathy within the world right now. We live in a world right now that's lacking empathy. A lot of people don't really realize that, but lack of empathy is serious right now. A lot of people do not care, period. Meanwhile, you think you have friends that is on every beat. Oh, they think they own everything that you do. You think they love and support all your work. You think they'll be there for you and everything. No. These people are sometimes stuck on their own self. See, to have a good team, you have to have people who know how to play with a team. Some people only know how to play by themselves. They only see themselves. When they get up in the morning, they don't see the hard work that you do. They only could see themselves. Even if you're working for them or with them, they still only could see themselves, because that's how some people are. They're egotistic. And some people are narcissists. A narcissist doesn't like to see nobody else doing nothing. They only want to be the one to have the shine and do everything. And that narcissism it lives in the culture. You got a lot of narcissist people walk around thinking the day and the world revolves around them, when really and truly, if they pass tomorrow, the world goes on like everybody else. But they seem to not realize that it's like they're sleeping on the reality and living in this fantasy world that shit revolves around them, or like nothing matters but their bullshit. So the thing is, people, what we have to realize is a lot of people don't have any empathy toward us. They don't have any care and love in their heart to give. They can take love, but they can't give it because they don't know how to give it. You know what I mean? It's a narcissistic thing. So, and a lot of people are developing this attitude just by being in Hollywood, just by living in the situation they live in. They live in a certain type of place where people are very materialistic, or they love material things. They're focused on material things. The main focus is these materials and what they could get. And when that becomes the bottom line of, oh, what I could get, the material, and it just comes down to that, and there's no other thoughts around it, or real actions taking place with love, harnessing that love energy that we carry as human beings, then there becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. A lot of people start just becoming about the vanity, and the things just seem to be all they care about. And when people only care about things, you start seeing a lack of empathy. That means they no longer care for each other. They're getting shot, killed in the streets, murdered in brutal ways, kidnapped, and people are just looking like, oh, well, going on with my day. I'm going to be on TikTok. So people go on with their day to go do whatever it is. They're dancing and carrying on. They're on the boats. I'll show you what people are doing while everybody's dying. And this is why I felt bad. No, I ain't frozen. I'm not frozen. What happened is I was searching for something, and my phone died. That's what just happened, fam. My phone died. This is what let me stop tripping for a second. Who that Sam Frozen? Let me show y'all what's really going on and why. Oh, Rainier, what's good? Okay, yeah, it's not frozen, mama. My phone just died a while ago because I was in my bed and didn't realize the cord wasn't even plugged up properly. So the phone basically died a while ago with me trying to explain that next piece there, that move I was about to make. But basically, I'm gonna give you all a rundown. The lack of empathy is the scary part of this world to me. And I don't live in fear. I have no fear of anything. But it's a scary thought to know that people don't care about you. Nobody cares about nobody that much anymore. And that's the problem in this earth, is that we have this lack of empathy. Lack, lack of empathy. That's the problem in this earth. Let me see what can I get from this? What can I get from this? What can I show people here that why some people have a lack of empathy and how to deal with them? I'm gonna show you. I'll break down some of the stuff that I see. Why the reason why I speak the way I speak every day. A lot of people are offended by me and my truth because they just don't have the experience to know what I'm talking about, and they try to jump on, the topic, or maybe they think about what I'm saying and it offends them. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know how you offend people with words anyway. Especially when you're not talking directly to them or cussing them out, or it's like speaking your truth nowadays affects so many people because so many people have a negative lifestyle. Whenever you speak the truth, it affects them. People have a lack of empathy. How do you deal with them? We all have interacted with some people that seem to have a lack of empathy at some point of our lives. I know that those experiences can leave us feeling frustrated, unsettled, angry, disappointed, and even betrayed. Mainly when we need them the most. When we need their support. It gets even harder and more painful if you are in a relationship with someone who is unable to put themselves in your shoes, especially when we consider some of these people our friends, or maybe even worse, when those people are family members and we have to be in contact with them frequently. In this article, I will share with you the signs when someone is lacking empathy, why some people seem to lack it, and how to deal with them, so that you don't feel so frustrated and disappointed and you can lead a happier life. What exactly is empathy? The psychological identification with our vicarious experience of the feelings, thoughts, or attitudes of another. The word originates from the Greek word empathia, meaning physical affection or passion. That means you affection, love for people, love for others, care for others. The experience of understanding another person's thoughts, feelings, and condition from their point of view, rather than from your own. You try to imagine yourself in their place in order to understand what they are feeling or experiencing. That's where empathy comes from. It's kind of like placing yourself, knowing, okay, well, what is this person really going through, and trying to feel that, even though you can't be in their position to be them, you can still try to feel what they're going through, so you could be more understanding toward their situation. The world is lacking that right now on a big level. A lot of people don't know what it is to be an empath, or to think that way, or to reciprocate the energies around them, the love. So they miss the point a lot of times, and they don't get it. Like they totally just go blind and empty, right? They're going to say that empathy facilitates. I need to figure out this shit so fast. Reciprocal helping behaviors that come from within rather than being forced, so that we have a more compassionate manner. In other words, empathy is when you're able to put yourself in someone else's position, both at an emotional and intellectual level. Additionally, let's see here, hold on. Additionally, empathy is one of the defining characteristics and foundational pieces of emotional intelligence. True compassion means, Jesus Christ, I hate this pop-up shit, yo. How do I stop this shit? Like, I really want to stop it. I really wish I could. I hate that shit. Signs that someone lacks empathy. Even though human beings are social creatures by nature, empathy doesn't come naturally to all of us. Some things are more empathic than others. In more extreme cases, some people suffer from empathy deficit disorder, EDD. Wow, I didn't even know that existed. I didn't even know that existed. That's crazy. Business psychologist. Empathy deficit disorder is a pervasive but overlooked condition. In fact, our increasingly polarized social and political culture of the past few years reveals that EDD is more severe than ever. It has profound consequences for the mental health of both individuals and society. Wow. So while people sleeping on this, They might think this conversation is weak. They might think this conversation is not all that. It's not that interesting. Because people like the exciting stuff. You know, they like the skin their teeth, laugh at all this stuff, right? Me too. I like the interesting shit. Sometimes I avoid boring topics, but sometimes we got to talk. Like grown people, we're grown. We have to start carrying ourselves, using our minds to decipher stuff and bring it to each other. That's a part of empathy. That's a part of loving each other. Me going live today is a part of my empathy. It's actually love for other people and care for the world of people out there. That made me want to spread any type of knowledge and reach out to this. If I could touch someone and inspire them and they could come back and show me some love and I'm loving that, that right there to me is just life. I just want to live. I want to live. You know, because we're going to pass eventually. We're going to die one day. So why should we be here being stuck up in this negative, hateful, empty, jealous, all this shit these little people carry, these stupid little ignorant people that don't know any better. They just don't know any better. That's all it is. They don't know any better. They're so stuck, their head is so stuck up their ass that they're not realizing they waste their valuable time on this earth not loving, hating and competing with their brothers and sisters, worried about what you're doing and hating on you instead of loving you and appreciating the fact you're here to love them and support them. Appreciate love the fact that you're there for them, that you could be there to pick up the phone when they call. When they needed people to talk to, there was nobody, you were there for them. They should appreciate love that and be there for you for that. But instead we have a people who are jealous of you, worried about what you're doing and watching your pocket, how much dollars you got, like shit like, you know, because people are losing the empathy. They're losing themselves, not realizing you are a reflection of them. Human beings. There's nobody ugly. There's nobody prettier. You all got, you know, it's a bunch of tricks, philosophies and mental mind control schemes and pranks to make people think a certain way, individualize themselves and then lose the empathy for others. This is the reason the world is so cold nowadays. Alright, so what we have to do, yeah, Rania, it's real, you know, and I'm breaking it down right now for anybody that will listen to this video in the future, because I'm making videos for people to learn from too, not just for people to just, okay, this is entertainment all day. No, I'm making videos for people to get inspired, motivated, and look into themselves, not be depressed, and not be not let things life overcome them. Don't let life overcome you. Alright? Don't let life overcome you. Overcome. You be the go-getter. You be the winner. You are the winner. You were winning since you got out your mom. The moment that you were placed within your mother, you were a winner. The moment that you came out your mother, you were a winner. So don't ever think that you're not a winner. Don't ever think that you're not great. You're a great person. You just have to bring out that greatness. A lot of times our parents didn't teach you how to bring out that greatness. The teachers in school didn't teach you how to bring out that greatness. So I'm here for that purpose now, to uplift, engage, and help to inspire the greatness within you and each individual that's watching my videos, that needs the inspiration, that wants somebody to coach them and enhance them in what they're already doing. Because I've realized how great a person I am. But this is the thing, I'm going to break down something. Because of the lack of empathy within the world, a lot of the people who you're great to end up turning around on you and against you. Because what happens is they become competition. They become jealous of the fact that you're always creating. They become like, oh shit, like they want to keep up with you. But sometimes that's not the game. It's not a rat race we're running. It's not a rat race. Some people have the capability and the ability to get there faster because their mind works that way. Or you might have a different situation. We have to learn to be careful and caring about each and every individual's position or place or role they play. You can't be jealous of somebody just because they're playing a different role from you in life. That's their role. That's what they're doing. That's what they chose. That's what called them. That's their whole thing. So when you try to step in their shoes and be them, what you're doing is you're stepping out of your own shoes and forgetting to be yourself. And then it brings all type of other emotions. Because when you can't fulfill the role of trying to be that person now, you get angry. Now you're mad at them. You're angry at the person because you can't be them. But you're the problem. You're at fault for trying to be them. You should be you. Everybody has their role to play. You never try to be like nobody else. Be yourself, because when you step out of your shoes to go try to be like a next man, you're leaving your shoes behind. Now who's going to be you? Who's going to be you when you want to be like everybody else? You have to be yourself. And in order for you to be happy, you have to find yourself and love yourself for who you are. See, the thing with me is I'm free. So I could talk about whatever I feel like. Some people are not really free-minded. So when they see certain topics, it affects them like, oh, you're stupid because you keep asking that question. But nobody gave me an answer. And nobody really even understands my question. So I'm going to keep asking it. And that's the thing with people. They're judgmental sometimes because of their lack of caring and empathy for others. They only think of themselves sometimes. See, people get stuck on themselves sometimes. And they've done negative shit in their life to where if you say something positive and uplifting or you say something negative about other people, it might affect them because they were a part of that bullshit. But it's not necessarily mean you're speaking bad about them. It just means they were a part of the fucking negative stigma that affects other people's lives in that way. Now, empathy is where we draw the line and where, okay, we could all agree to disagree, but still love each other. That's why we need empathy. So that's why I say the only thing that scares me in this fucking world, and I don't mean to put any fear in me. I don't have any fear. The only thing that makes me like it puts me on the edge is realizing that people are lacking empathy. They don't see each other as individual that actually are like each other, so similar to each other, meaning they are very much the same with differences, meaning they should love each other. There's no excuse to why you shouldn't love and care for each other because you're so much the same. A lot of people got up this morning and took a shit. Guarantee you. A lot of people took a piss already. And they're all like, oh, we're so different, but you all got up and took a piss and a shit. So think about how much of y'all the same. You're so much the same. But you're individualizing yourself to act different and carry yourself like you're so much different from everybody else. When truthfully, them people are your family. Them people are very much the same as you. So let's keep on here. Individuals, profound consequence for the mental health of body and individual. Empathy is important to our mental health. The more we lack empathy is the sicker we get as a people. Right? When you're down and out, who do you need to take care of you? A person. Your car, your house will not get up and show you love. Your car, your house will not get up and say, let me make you a cup of tea till you get over this cold. Nothing will get up and take care of you. People do. Only people could love you and care for you in the way that you're meant to be cared for. Nothing in this world can love you and care for you the way that people can. And until you recognize this, we'll all be out here acting like things can take care of us. But that's a lie. Right? So let's be honest and let's just break down. Let's get more further into this conversation. He explains that when you suffer EDD being empathy disorder, meaning you don't have none. Sorry for what, Rainier? What are you sorry for? You are unable to step. Oh man, I need to get these down. Hold on. I need to move a little bit faster, you know? Yeah, he explains that you suffer EDD, you're unable to step outside yourself and tune into what other people experience, especially those who feel, think, and believe differently. Yeah, so this is for everybody out there that's wondering why people carry on the way they do or why they are the way they are. This is one of the main reasons why. So I'm just breaking this down for everybody worldwide, all the kids out there that's depressed, wondering why your parents act the way they do. Your parents have an empathy disorder. Many people have empathy disorders. Their family members, their friends, meaning they lack care. They don't care much for anybody else but themselves. It's a disorder. It's a mental disorder that affects their mind. They think only about themselves. They're only stuck on their own self. They don't think about nobody else but themselves. And if they do give a thought about you, it's maybe for a second. Then they snap back into narcissism. Me. Sometimes the kids get caught up in it too because they're taught like that. So you got to be careful of how you teach the children. That's what causes the lack of empathy. All right? All right, I'm going to break down this some more right now. Let's get deeper. Let's read. Think and believe differently from yourself. That makes it a source of personal conflict, of communication breakdown in intimate relationships, and of adversarial attitudes, including hatred towards a group of people who differ in their beliefs, traditions, ways of life, or the way they look, or they differ from yourself. See that? Pay attention, people. You wonder why all these haters, we talk about haters, but nobody knows why they got haters. I'll break it down. Rainier, you see that, Rainier? The truth is here, yo, but we just gotta read sometimes. People don't want to study, so they lack knowledge. But if you study and you read, you pay attention, you realize why you got haters. You realize why these people are haters. They're not just haters because they want to hate you for no reason. They're haters because they lack empathy. They don't understand what you're going through. They don't understand who you are, what you represent, how to reciprocate the love that you're giving. You're giving love every day when you create for people and show them love and take care of them. You are. Every day you're giving love. But guess what? Some people can't see that love because they only see themselves. And that's the lack of empathy that causes them to not be able to see or give you that love. For sure, Rainier, you already know. This is global for the kids especially, because a lot of kids out there that don't know why their parents treat them so bad. They don't know why their friends treat them so bad. They don't know why people hate on them so much. They're trying to figure it out. Why is the hate? But this is what it is. That's why I had to break this down. Many people are facing EDD. We live in a world where the technology is controlling many people's minds. People get up and they be on their phone scrolling and looking at everybody's business all day. But they forget to check on the people that care about them. They forget to check on their pops and their brothers and their sisters and tell them, hey, I love you. You okay? Like in the old days, we used to call each other with a phone. We ain't get on our phone and scroll through everybody's business the whole fucking day, spending 20 hours scrolling, not calling the people we care about or saying, hey, I love you. Right? So many people around, we're talking about 70% of the world of people we know right now have EDD. That's empathy disorder. They have a deficiency for they don't care. They have a lack. They don't care. So because of that lack of empathy, they don't even reach out to you. And that right there leaves emptiness, a wedge between you and them where you don't have any communication. So it leaves emptiness where there used to be a filled void. You know, it opens that void up. And there's a problem now. Now people don't care. All this stuff happening around you now, a lot of people don't care about it. They're just struggling and dealing with it on their own. So now you have this depression that goes all the way down to they call it suicidal. You get suicidal. That's what it leads to. The lack of empathy leads to many people being suicidal because nobody cares about you. You don't care about people. Everybody stopped caring. Nobody cares anymore. All they worried about is their things. You're messing with your phone 24/7. The phone is depressing you now because you don't do nothing with it positive. You're not calling no love. You're not getting no energy, good energy, because you're not calling people saying I love you or getting the love back. So now the energy is all negative. It's all frequencies pile up on top of each other. There's brain waves of fucking farts. No fucking real break, because love is the thing that seeps through all the craziness and keeps you balanced, keeps you good. Okay, a lot of people still don't realize that. They still really think their things give them power, but it doesn't. It kills you. It's eating your life up. All the things that people give power and think that it's gonna benefit them and they're gonna be all right because of these things. No, it's eating you up. All it does is eat you. I'm always gonna be here to inspire people. You know what I'm saying, Raina? This is what I do. You know me. Since you know me, this is what I do. I'm never gonna stop. This is me. And I love being myself. I love to be me. I get up every day proud to be myself and ready. No matter how big some people think about life, like, oh, they only look at superstar shit. They only look at millionaires. Or they only get inspired by billionaires. That's okay. I'm gonna keep inspiring the one until I do. That's okay. Because guess what? We all started with nothing. Even the billionaire, if he didn't steal his money, he freaking got it. He worked hard for it. Whatever. If he didn't rob somebody, he got it how he got it. He was poor. Maybe he was struggling too. So we all have to learn that there's a point here to a point there. And we have to learn to love and respect each other's life first. Value each other's life first. Life is more valuable than everything else, because without the life, you can't have opportunity to do nothing. So you should value someone else's life just as much as you value yourself. Meaning empathy, care. That person is there. That's somebody else's child. And that's what we need to have a better world. When people start seeing like that clearly, then nobody will bother anybody for anything, nor try to take anybody for what they have worked hard for, nor take advantage of anybody because they know that it's stupid. You don't play that stupid game with people knowing damn well they work hard for what they got. So you will pay attention to what you have and stop worrying about everybody else's business and build yourself up to be successful and progressive or happy within your way. So you won't have that empty lifestyle that everybody else is running around clamoring and thinking that physical, material, and vanities are everything, when it's really just a thing. If you light a fire right now, you could throw everything physical in that fire and burn it. So that tells you that these things do, and people too. All is vanity. All is vanity. All of it is vanity, okay? Everything you're looking at around you is a thing, even your flesh. Internally, your spirit is a higher level. That's why I respect to my brother Maliko, higher legacy. There's a higher legacy within you called your spirit, your soul, that driving force that's inside of you that you can't really see, but it moves you. It's what's telling you to do this right now. If you shake your head, it's the spirit you're following. But you're just moving a physical body along with what the internal mind is saying. So we have this deeper higher self that we need to tap into that really does care for everybody and love everyone. That's what's in the depth. But on the outside, we don't have that. On the ego side, we don't have that. So if you dwell on your ego, which a lot of people I know do, I got a lot of friends who I see, they're very egotistic, self-centered, because I'm bigger than them, and I've always been bigger than them. I've sold more records, I've made more money, I've driven hotter cars, but it doesn't make me freaking show off. I've lost it all. I've came back from nothing. I've dropped down into the depression to the point where I had nothing. Coming from having everything that I wanted to having nothing. I've been there. I've been there. I've been homeless. So I know what it is to have something and then have nothing. And that right there is what put greatness inside of me. It made me realize that, guess what? These things that we give power and think that matters so much, they don't matter that much. That's what I believe that's what the spiritual and the most side of the universe was teaching me when I learned that physical lesson a while ago, that things don't matter that much. I learned that a while ago. How did I learn that? Because I had a lot of stuff at a young age. 17, 18 years old, I had a drop top car. Over 20 something thousand dollars in my savings account. Over 5,000-6,000 in my spending account. And other things going on. Doing little side hustles and still working. And I was in the military. I was doing good at a young age. I lost it all by the time, about 4 years later. Didn't have nothing. No nothing. I'm talking about nothing. Everything I had was lost. Because I faced some charges and over marijuana. Lost everything over because I sat in jail, and while I was sitting in jail, people stole everything I had. My clothes, my shoes, everything I had was stolen. If not stolen, was revoked. What you call it? You know, repoed, everything. So I lost everything at a certain point in my life. Just to regain and learn that, guess what? I was giving my power to the wrong energy, to the wrong frequencies, to the wrong things. You know what I'm saying, Rainier? I was giving my energy to these things, not knowing that these things can easily be gone. Just like money. People chasing all this shit right now. But guess what? Just like that, snap, it could all disappear from you. Life itself. You're living today, everything is good. You have it all. You have these dreams and goals. If you go out there in the world tomorrow and get hit by a car, it's all over. All those dreams and goals, all those plans, they go with you. When you pass physically. You leave this earth with all those plans. What I'm trying to say, people, is we dream boldly. We dream, we go for our goals, but always remember, love everybody you're dealing with now, today, every minute you can, because tomorrow is not promised. Anything happens. People died yesterday. We don't know who died yesterday. Some of us don't. Some of us know who. Some of us is our family members that passed. Some of us is our friends that passed yesterday. Right? So once you're an empath, you open up and realize, damn, every day somebody's losing somebody. It makes you realize the only thing you have on this earth to do is love. Anything else you're doing other than loving is wasting your time. If you're on this earth right now and you're not loving and showing love and embracing people and loving other people, you're wasting your time. You're just wasting, your whole life is a waste if you're not loving others, I'm telling you. A lot of people think this is a game or I'm just talking some stuff, but I'm serious. If you're not loving right now and giving energy out there to other people, your whole life is a waste. All right? So that's what I'm saying about empathy, right? This is the message that needs to be spread. Like I said, what scares me is the lack of empathy. People could be out here seeing the struggle, knowing the struggle, and still not caring about others, and that's crazy. So let's break it down. And this is deep. It's not just about me. This is not about me. This conversation is not for me. I wouldn't be speaking for myself. That's selfish. It's not about me. See, a lot of people don't realize this either. When I go on Facebook and I type and I write my stuff and I come on YouTube and I speak, it's not for me. If it's for me, I wouldn't even come and speak it, because I would meditate it, which is what I do. I meditate for myself. I build myself off meditation. So I use what I needed already. What I'm doing is bringing it public for people in the world, whether it be boy, girl, man, everybody, to hear so that they could freaking use the information to benefit themselves. Because mentally, people are not stimulating mental anymore. Everybody's stimulating the eyes, because everybody's worried about what they see with their eyes, and that's the trick. When you don't want to read or study, you start getting your eyes, you watching all the booty videos, all the titties. You get caught up in the lower self, getting turned on by fantasy or fantasizing about people and getting your tickling your fancy.
but really it's not benefiting you mentally. You need to grow up here before you could freaking really use your body the right way. You have to grow your mind before you really could find your fullness of yourself. Here are some of the signs that will help you identify if someone around you lacks empathy. They jump fast into criticizing others about putting themselves in other people's shoes. They jump fast into criticizing others without putting themselves in other people's shoes. Bam. Lack of empathy. Shawty, I seen that the other day with a friend of mine. She fucking shitted on her own friend right in front of me, knowing that's all of us are friends. Why would you shit on her even though you're the one that was supposed to help her with the project that we was working on? Y'all started the project before I even knew about it. Yet you didn't do a good job on the project helping her. Then you gonna come back and talk shit about the girl and say, oh, it ain't all that, it ain't all that, when you the one that motherfucking facilitated the shit getting done. But then you gonna come back behind the girl back and say that she could have did a better job when you the one that was standing there with the girl to help her. You the one that was doing the recording. You the one that was fucking doing what you're supposed to, and you ain't did the shit. And then you want to come back, criticize, talk shit about everybody else. You're a lack of empath. You lack empathy. You're a problem. Individually, people have issues. They don't want to look in the mirror and face that shit. But they want to point the finger at everybody else. And you fucked up. You won't fix yourself, but you want to point the finger. You won't do what needs to be done. You stuck in a box. You want to do the same little bullshit every day and complain about who's not doing what and who's doing what. But you are stuck, not elevating, not progressing, not finding new ways to elevate, not bringing nothing to the table, but pointing the finger at other people all the time, talking about, oh, she couldn't do that, and she couldn't do this, and she ain't doing it. Stop pointing the finger and be the best you. You be the greatness so that everybody could be inspired by you, what you do, your new ideas, and your sensational vibrations. And that's the thing with people. When you have empathy, you don't care about you don't care about the bullshit more than you do about the love. You focus on the love more. So you're always going to try to build on that love. Now, you can't walk in other people's shoes, but you can sure think about what they feel so that you can help in the future, help yourself, learn from the experience of others. Right? So check this out. They seem to be cold or just out of touch for people that are suffering or less fortunate. Yep. These people that don't have any empathy, they don't care about the poor people. They don't care about struggling people. They don't care about people who are having a hard time trying to make it right now. They seem to turn a blind eye to the struggle. They pretend as if everything is all right because they got a job and they're getting paid. They live a very happy life and try to, well, I ain't gonna say they live a very happy life. They live a very non-caring life. Act like they don't care about the other situations of people that are struggling. Non-empathic people, that's how they are. They walk past the bum, they have money in their pocket, they won't even say, let me give him $1 to work, let me help him get a meal. They don't care. Lack of empathy. They seem to be cold or just out of touch for people that are suffering or are less fortunate. They believe 100% in the rightness of their own ideas. Yup, they're very into the, see, narcissism. That's another part of narcissism. They believe 100% in the rightness of their ideas and our beliefs and judge anyone who does not hold their beliefs as wrong, ignorant, or stupid. Narcissists. See that? A narcissist always thinks they're right, even when they're wrong. And they will judge your ass if you freaking hold them accountable. They're ready to point the finger and say you stupid or you ignorant. Yeah, that's how narcissists work. Now me, I've tried to break out of that spell where I judge people, period, because I know that people are not, you shouldn't be judging them. Yeah, so I've stepped up my level and my game to learn that, hey, you know, I can't be judging nobody based on their thoughts or their ideas or how they feel. People are who they are. So you gotta let people be who they are. You know what I'm saying? And don't be scared of their, just, you can agree to disagree and that's it. You know, people will be who they are. But like I said, they have trouble getting along with family members. They have trouble making or keeping real friends. Wow. Yup. I see that. Lack of empathy. They have trouble feeling happy for others. I got a lot of friends that are narcissists. I got a bunch of narcissist friends that are fucking just, I can't even celebrate my life, yo. I got so much great things going on and I can't celebrate around them. I can't. These niggas are haters, so I can't celebrate with them because all they want to do is watch what I'm doing and hate that shit. Instead of being happy for me and congratulating. Shit, I got over 600,000 plays in the last month. 600,000. I'm on the way to 1 million right now. I just need 400,000 plays more. People who follow me and subscribe, please listen to me on Spotify. help me grow. This number is crazy. A lot of people won't because they're jealous, but the people who are not jealous and who care, please support my music. I'm getting near to 1 million plays right now on my album, so please support that. I'm independent. A lot of independent artists not doing this and they can't. It's not easy. I go hard every day, all night. So for the people that see this, please support me on Spotify. Watch and check out my music. I'm on the way to 1 million plays on my album right now. Please drop the support and love there, because guess what? This world is full of haters and jealousy. It is, because people lack empathy. So that's why they're jealous. That's why they hurt. That's why when they see you doing good, they can't congratulate you. They're feeling all bad about the fact you doing something good. Like, instead of being happy for you, they feeling all sulky and salty and shit. That's sad, because really and truly, you're doing something good. You should be fucking happy for me. But instead, you're looking down on me and then hating on me for doing fucking right. For actually trying to make it in life and actually pursuing greatness. People are jealous of you because you're pursuing greatness. People are stopping you and playing roadblocks, Tommy, and trying to do all type of silly shit around you because they see you pursuing greatness. Trying to block you and pretend they can't see. Trying to ignore you. Trying to play ignorant to you. All the years they known you, all of a sudden they pretend like they could never see you ever. Social media is this whole brand new thing where everybody is on now, but they can't see each other. They could only see their own ass and who they choose to see. But guess what? It's a joke to me. Because at the end of the day, I still got more subscribers. I got more views. I got more numbers. It keeps going. They dislike, 10 people come to like. As soon as you hate, 50 people come to love. So people, I'm trying to tell them they're wasting their time, but they're not hearing me. I keep trying to tell them that, Rainier. They're wasting their valuable time hating and doing dumb shit when they should be building. You know, if these people build with me right now, we'd all be rich and wealthy and physically, financially better off, helping each other, loving each other. But they fucking so jealous, small-minded, and so bombarded with programming and enslaved mentality that they can't see the stuff real people are saying to them. I'm here telling them day by day, bro, this, bro, love, bro. I'm right here. Push the love. You know I'm ready. I'm on the edge with making it. Success is right there with me. I'm not far off like certain people are just getting started. I'm right there on the edge of being a breakthrough independent artist right now. And these people, what they do, they pretend they can't see me. They are running up and down trying to act like I don't matter. Oh, because see, the same narcissistic we started off with at the very beginning. What did I tell you? I told you at the very beginning, nobody really cares about you like you think they do. That's why you don't have to worry about how people think about you. They don't really care. You just think they do, but they don't. A lot of people don't give a damn about you like that. They only there for a purpose. Either they building with you or they getting something out of it. Majority of people don't even mess with you unless they're getting something out of it. Because everybody's all about what they could get out of your situation. They're not with you because they love you like that. They're with you because they feel like maybe I could benefit from this dude. That's what it comes down to. So we got a bunch of people who, it's all about themselves at the end. Even when they're with you, they come around you and it's still about them. You think it's about you. You think they're around you because they love you and they want to be no, they're around you but to benefit themselves. And if they can't, they will never be happy for you. Listen to this shit. Narcissists, people who lack empathy, they believe 100% in the rightness of their own ideas and our beliefs. Judge anyone who does not hold their beliefs as wrong, ignorant, and stupid. They have trouble feeling happy for others. They have trouble making or keeping friends. They have trouble getting along with family members. They feel entitled to receiving favors and use you to serve their needs without showing appreciation. See that? There's a lot of people who do that shit. They use us. You know what I'm saying, Rainier? To build them up, but they don't appreciate you at the end of the day. They just want to pretend like, oh, like you had to do that or you got to be there for them. Truthfully, it's the empathy in us that made us care for these people to help them in any way or work with them in any way. Because the truth is, let me be honest right now, and I could do it on this video. I don't need none of these people I've helped. I never needed them for anything. Only reason why I helped them, Rainier, or the reason why I stepped up to be there for anyone that I've been there for, is because of the love inside of me. That's empathy. It's because of the love that made me say, you know what? I'm going to try to help out this girl. I'm going to try to help this brother. Whatever I could do today to benefit them for free, which I brought an artist into my studio and I recorded this song. That's empathy. Because I know he loves music. He wants to do music. He doesn't have the money. I recorded him for free. I produced the song for free. I engineered the song for free. I did the whole shit for free. But guess what? I got kids to feed. So my empathy can't always be on the forefront. Like I can't let that lead me because I got bills to pay every month. So if I live freely like that, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to be able to sleep on the street side I won't even have internet to be able to go live and talk to nobody or connect with the people across the world that love me. So you see why it matters to pay attention in business and use your common sense, but empathy is still there. You can still care. You don't have to be an empty, evil soul just because people are lacking and you got to be there for them. It means you could give them a little bit of your time and energy, help them build, and then you come back the next time and try to build around that, okay? So, yeah, getting along with family members, yeah. They do or say something that hurts a friend or a loved one and tend to blame his or her actions on them. They truly believe that the fault is in the persons receiving the hurt because they reacted poorly, were rude, or were oversensitive. The truth is that without empathy, it is hard to create deep emotional connection with others. Real talk. In order to connect with people, you have to have some type of empathy. Why some people lack empathy? Empathy is an innate and a learned skill that is shaped by how we are wired when we are born, and our own environment and life experiences. To experience empathy to some extent, it means that we have to get in touch with our emotions. Remember I was just talking about that, Rainier? We have to get in touch with our emotions, right? So most of the time your parents treat you a certain way, that's because their parents treated them a certain way. It keeps coming down the line. Somebody has to make the change eventually. All right. Getting close to an hour, so I'm ending this soon, but let me touch on some more stuff. People who lack empathy were probably raised in families who were avoiding to get in touch with their feelings and even condemned others for feeling their emotions. Hear that? Some people have learned to shut down their feelings early in their lives to such a degree that they closed off their hearts and can't even feel their own feelings. They certainly can't relate to or feel other people's feelings. I've been there for a long time because of my struggle. I've been through some things that made me cold, and for years of my life I couldn't feel nothing. I couldn't even feel my own vibe. Like I couldn't feel myself. I was cold as ice. I was like fuck everything. Yeah, because I was in a struggle that made me feel like nobody cared. But anyway, as a result, these people end up lacking self-compassion, self-love, and are disconnected from their authentic self and divine connections to source. They are probably not even aware that such disconnection is like a defense mechanism from their ego, because if they empathize, they need to relate, get in touch with their feelings and feel the pain. And that's why I was cut off. I didn't want to feel shit for a long time. I know that. That's very real. Very, very real. In most cases, developing and cultivating empathy is possible only if the individuals are willing to change how they relate with others and consciously choose to retrain their brains. That means sometimes you gotta throw away certain things that you learn and rebuild on a new vibration, a new angle, so you could start to see things clearer, because you might be stuck in a way that keeps you blinded. Yeah, so in most cases, developing and cultivating empathy is possible only if the individuals are willing to change how they relate with others, consciously choose to retrain their brains. Due to our brains' neuroplasticity, we can create new brain patterns. Okay, that's a powerful thing right there. See that? So the mind is you know what I mean? The mind is mind over matter. It's all powerful right here. You could retrain yourself because the brain was trained as a child. So the stuff you learned as a child might be the reason why they have no empathy. Their parents didn't care for them. They got teased a lot. Somebody told them they were ugly throughout most of their life. You know, that happens to kids. When they were younger, people teased them and called them ugly, and along the way they stopped caring about people because they felt ill-treated. They feel ugly. You know what I mean? They feel like nobody really loves them for who they are. So, however, there are in other cases which lack empathy is associated to severe disorders such as narcissism. See what I just said earlier? Narcissist, lack of empathy. Narcissism contributes to the disorder. The empathy is associated to severe disorders of narcissism, antisocial personality disorders, and psychopathy. Some of these people are psychos. When you see people who only care about themselves and don't care about nobody else, be careful of these people, yo. Be careful of these people. Somebody who you see all about themselves is usually a psycho fucking path, yo. That's crazy, but that's how you know psychopath. Check on people you see don't look like they own business about nobody else. They're usually a psycho. Antisocial personality disorders and psychopathy. In these cases, these individuals need to get professional help if they are open to it. If they're open. How to deal with people who lack empathy. I know how difficult it can be to deal with people who lack empathy when you are a sensitive and caring person. When you try to express your feelings, instead of compassion and understanding, you get an anger or judgment back. Exactly like me. The other day I tried to speak out on why these people keep showing our kids all this gay stuff on TV. Why is it bombarded in our TV, every channel, every episode of every movie? when we want to raise children to have a family. When I want to have a child, I want to have kids. I want to have grandchildren. I want my kids to have kids. But it seems like there's a thwart in the system that wants my kids to be something else. They keep showing them these things. Eventually, they're trying to program my children. I have a right as a man and a father to stand up and talk about that or talk against it. I don't give a fuck who's saying free speech is done. I'm still here. I'm still speaking freely. And ain't nobody coming to put me in prison for it. Because if you come, that's your problem. Because guess what? I'm not the regular everyday individual, I tell you. I spark voodoo. Yeah, fuck that. It's painful because sometimes we can get stuck in a vicious cycle where the more someone doesn't understand you, the more you feel hurt. And the more you want them to understand your feelings, it's almost as if you're pleading for validation. Here's the thing. Most of the times talking with these people will lead you nowhere and will leave you feeling completely depleted. That's because they don't have any reciprocation of love, energy, or frequencies. It's emptiness. You're dealing with empty people. That's why some people, you got to stay away from them or they will suck your energy. These people become energy vampires because they're lacking their own good frequencies. So what they do now is they suck good energy, suck it up just right up out the air and just leave pure empty void space. There's nothing. You ever know some people, you go around them and when you sit with them for a while, after about 2 minutes, there's nothing to talk about. There's no type of edge. There's nothing. The vibe is just dead. That's because they sucked up all your energy already. All they're doing is waiting for you to leave so they could carry on and go suck up some more energy. They don't have any energy to give or reciprocate. It comes from narcissism, lack of empathy. Causes an empty, void person. They just don't have nothing to give you. They ain't got no love in them. They ain't got no love. They ain't got no goals, dreams, nothing. They can't build with you because they don't have nothing down there. It's just pure fucking emptiness and hostility. Void, space for hate. That's what they carry is hate and jealousy. These are the people that walk around plotting on people daily that I can't wait to fuck that person up or mess him up. I'm gonna poison that. These people plot on people's lives because they're empty. They don't have no love in them. So all they could do is carry this hate vibe and try to pretend. And they have a facade too. They will pretend in front of you like they God and they Jesus and they act like they good. But these people sometimes are very evil, psychopathic people. Be careful. Now let's get into this. Here's the thing. Most of the time talking with these people lead you nowhere. Yep. Completely depleted. Here are some of the type of follow steps so you can deal with people who lack empathy. Don't take their anger or judgment personally. That's fucking good. That's real. Don't take their anger or their judgments personally. Those people are always angry, not always judging, and always quick to hate you for whatever reason. It could be your skin color, could be the way you talk, the way you look, the way you carry yourself. These people hate you for anything, so be careful of them. Don't worry about their hate either. It doesn't matter. Their hate is coming from ignorance. They don't understand, so they hate. That's all that is, okay? By doing this, you can get off the emotional roller coaster. It's not about you. Remind yourself that they are the ones that have a problem connecting emotionally with others at a deeper level. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't try to make them understand your feelings. Trying to instill empathy or insights in them is a waste of your time and energy. This will only increase their anger and judgment. Wow. So the more you try to help them, see that? So me posting on Facebook has caused people to hate me more because I've been trying to instill love, but what I did was get more anger and judgment from them. See, that's why a lot of these people deleted themselves, disliked my page, everything they could to probably try to hurt me, but they're not realizing they can't hurt me. They can't hurt me that way. I'm bigger than that. I've been bigger than that for years now. These people probably don't even know what it takes to get to 20,000 likes, so they look at that as an achievement. They think that's an achievement. To me, that's an underachievement. I was aiming at getting 200,000 likes. What had happened was people shut me down before I could get where I was going. A lot of people were watching what I'm doing and got intimidated by my greatness. Intimidated. So they're so intimidated, instead of pushing with me, they push against me. And that's what slowed me down. I'm talking about the whole network, fake friends, narcissists, people who don't have no empathy. All these people, pretenders, a lot of them. And that's why I'm where I'm at right now. I could be much bigger and bolder and better. But people hold you back for their own personal reasons. Because they have stuff in their heart where they need to cleanse. And I have nothing to do with that. Because I'm me. I'm happy. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. God blessed me with music. He couldn't have blessed me with nothing else better. I mean, I know I'm blessed with it. Because I have it. So instead of supporting and loving some people, they waiting on you to fall, or they're being judgmental of you, like, oh, you ain't gonna make it, or they talking shit. Whatever it is. So whenever you do something great, they become surprised. Anyway, talk about the facts with them. Instead of talking to them on how you feel or how something they did or said made you feel. Talk about facts and what you think. It's easier to communicate this way because they won't feel blamed or ashamed. Hmm? If you don't live with the person, try to distance yourself from their company. Hear that? Damn, that's a shame. Some of us gotta distance ourselves from our mothers and fathers and shit because they the ones that actually lacking empathy and treating us funny. Our own parents sometimes. With not me, but I'm just saying that's reality of life. Sometimes your parents that's treating you fuck. Sometimes your friends, sometimes the people at school that you go to, you know what I mean? And you know, people carry these little emotions with them. So let's get over this right here. I want to end this video so I can start another one. You don't have to end the friendship or stop visiting your family member, but you need to set some boundaries and be mindful of your interaction with them. Keep the connection superficial to avoid arguments and don't expect depth and understanding. Straight up. That these people are lacking empathy. They got no depth. And I'm dealing with people like that right now, so this is real. I got some people like that right now that are they dealing with me, but I could tell they don't really wanna, they're just there for their own benefit. They don't have no love for me like that. Cultivate or nurture relationships with people who you trust. Cultivate or nurture relationships with people who you trust. Like Rainier. I've nurtured with Rainier. That's what I'm building with. As far as somebody I've never met, but somebody I connect with on that level. People you trust. Spend time with people who you trust and who make you feel safe so that you can feel comfortable sharing your inner world and your feelings with them. These are people who you might have shown signs of empathy in the past. Number 6. Know that your value and your worth does not depend on their validation and opinion of you. Exactly. You don't need these people to validate you nor vouch for you. Our self-worth should never be based on approval or validation from others. Here's a step-by-step to help you realize your true value. How to build self-esteem, a guide to realize your hidden power. That's a link to that. Take loving actions towards yourself. Offer yourself kindness and practice doing things that reflect self-love. Eat healthy, get enough rest, pursue your dreams, work on yourself, develop a spiritual life, surround yourself with loving and positive people. To give you more ideas, here's a list. There's a list there. So people, you can check out Lifehack, lifehack.org, why some people have a lack of empathy. That's a good topic, and you click on the links, find out more information, learn some things off of it. It's always a good thing. You know what I mean? Self-love, eat healthy, loving energy. Live a spiritual life, develop a spiritual life. Surround yourself with loving, positive people and go up and grow. If you feel too overwhelmed, get professional help. Find a caring and compassionate therapist or life coach who can be there for you. Like right now, I could speak to somebody who needs help like that. Because I'm very open-minded and I'm willing to sit down and reason with you. But see, the thing is, people are so judgmental, they're willing to say, you don't know shit. Or point a finger at you and say, you ain't nobody special because you don't have a degree in doctor or surgical. But that's not what the person needs. They need a psychological person, a therapist, somebody who could speak to them who has knowledge on humanity, on the knowledge on the brain, the mind. See, the thing is, we are our own healers. But people are so dependent now on the outer sources that they've been taught to depend on, they forget who they are. And that's a problem with a lot of these people. They don't know who they are. But I'm a healer and I know that. So I could tell you this right now. Anybody that needs help, you could come to me. I could talk to you. You could inbox me. I could reach out to you. I could help you mentally. Uplift yourself from whatever depressive state of mind you're in, because I always stand life above the physical. I'm much more, I'm on a higher plane already. I've been there. I've put myself there years ago. Now, if the person that you're dealing with shows a willingness to be more open to change and become more empathetic and caring, then you have a real opportunity to strengthen your relationship with them. Right? Unfortunately, our friends and family can't always provide all the emotional support that we need at times. Alright? So sometimes you need a person who's willing to talk to you, willing to be there for you, and I could be that for the people that need it. Like really, I don't mind. When I have the time, I don't mind building people up. That's how I am. Because I'm an empath. I always was. A lot of people probably on my Facebook, they don't understand me still. A lot of these people on social media, they will never understand you. They don't know who you are. They don't get you. See, the thing is, I've always cared for people. I still always care for people. And I always will. And because I care for people, it makes me empty myself out with whatever good inside of me I got to say. I just want to say it so people could grow and learn from it and grasp the knowledge and grow with it. So I keep on speaking good things. Sometimes I say my bullshit. Sometimes I joke around, I clown, I say in songs, crazy stuff. But that doesn't mean anything negative. It only means I'm expressing myself. And your opinion and expression shouldn't be offending to no one, because people are people. We all have different experience. We all have a different life. We all have different teachings. We're all breaking ourselves either from a mentality and learning new things, or we're getting into stuff that we need to learn. One way or the other, we're learning and growing as people. And we don't know everything. So you have to give people the space to grow. You can't be judging them as soon as they do something. And they don't know any better. What if that person was just programmed to be like that? They don't know any better. They're just thinking that's the way to be. So we're not supposed to be pointing the finger. What we're supposed to be doing is, hey bro, you okay? Checking on you, because I don't know if what you're going through mentally. You don't know what people are going through. You can't judge them that fast, okay? Final thoughts. There are many reasons why some people lack empathy. Dealing with these people is not easy and may leave you feeling disappointed. But with my advice, you learn that you can't change someone. However, you can change your attitude towards them. Remember that you can't save everyone, but you can love yourself enough to not let people who lack empathy to overpower you. Set boundaries and do what makes you happy. Set boundaries. I've always told people this, even people that I work with. I was like, yo, you ain't got to be doing all that. I told you the simple routes. Why are you burning yourself out? So set boundaries. Do what makes you happy. Ultimately, don't be afraid to get professional help when you are overwhelmed. And that's it. More about empathy. You can check that out. What else do you want to improve about yourself? That's a good conversation. So the lack of empathy is what scares me in this world, people. I believe people should always be loving each other and caring for each other. The minute people stop loving and caring for each other, there's a problem. There is a problem. Okay, so I'm glad we had this discussion. I'm glad for whoever passed through. Rainy, I know you joined me on this one. I'm going to start a whole different topic in a minute here. I'm about to jump off this live and start a new topic on a new session. We're taking it to a different level, Rainy. We got too much going on. We need to go ahead and get our breakthrough. So whatever it takes, right now we're going to use these platforms for what they're meant for. Big up to everybody. Subscribe, like, share. Please look out for new videos. Definitely new music. Clockwork 3 en route right now. Clockwork 3. I'm still scheduled for the 28th. Let's hopefully I cut the 15th so I can get the 28th. And much blessings and love to everybody out there. Thank you, Rainer, for sticking with me. Much love and salute. Respect to everybody out there. I'm going live with another topic really soon. Look out for that. You know what I mean? No timeline time. I'm just going in. Another hour or so, okay? One love. Rainier, big up yourself. Much love and respect to everybody out there. G-Terra checking out, saying no schooling. TG for life. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, share button. This is a good video for kids and grown-ups that need to think on this topic and figure out themselves and their people, family, everything. Much love.